Welcome back to 108 Heroes, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a mind reading for the last Zhao vassal that we actually have to do. So it's pretty fantastic. I don't exactly know what he is all about. I haven't tried this guy before, so we're going to see exactly... Oh, okay, so he's got thrown weapons. Oh, okay. These thrown weapons are pretty... Whoa, okay. Hello. They are kind of good. Whoa, okay, this guy is a beast, if ever I saw one. Look at that. That is crazy. I was actually not anticipating him being that good, because, let's face it, the ruler of the Zhao faction is a thrown weapon specialist, and I am absolutely terrible with his weapon. But I am apparently much better with this guy. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I am... Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yep. I was a bit worried there for a second. He actually has a pitchfork? I'm not entirely sure if that's going to really work out too well for him. Nope. Okay, well, there you go. Phew. I was actually kind of pleased that I wouldn't have to use the pitchfork. Anyway, let's see what this guy has for us. He gave me... Did I... That's surely not the... I guess I'll have to try again. Alright, so this time around, I basically just, punched right through them with the pitchfork. That's literally what I did. And there you go. Okay, so that was a little bit better. I did not think that I went past 50% HP, but apparently I did. Anyway, my throwing proficiency has now increased by 30, and that is basically all I can do with the Zhao. As you can see, there we go. We have completed every single one of them, which is pretty fantastic. Now, are there any people that we're currently... Nope. We're not currently at war against anyone. So basically, the only thing that I can do right now, I have 1,400 in cash. That's awful. That's really, really bad. So I am going to look for a tournament, or I'm going to maybe do some battles, maybe against some Flowery bandits or something like that, because Flowery bandits generally are quite good to attack because they don't have a huge amount of offense. We might be able to deal with these mountain bandits, actually. Let's attack these mountain bandits. Could you just leave them alone? Oh, thanks. Oh. They're joining me. Okay. Could you just run away from them? Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Don't really want these guys to join us because that is going to make this battle absolutely trivial and very, very bad for us in terms of rewards. So hopefully we'll be able to do a pretty decent job here. So I am going to move our forces just a little bit closer to the enemy before I accept this duel invite. And I will be accepting it myself. I have 10 arrows. I still want to get that legendary bow. So we might be doing an armored faction fight a little bit later on in the episode, but I'm not entirely sure. It really depends on what we end up doing. Otherwise, we might be able to do it now that I have a little bit more in the way of archery proficiency. But it is maybe unlikely. Well, we'll see. Anyway, there we go. That guy died very easily. Look at that, 636 in cash, literally just from winning that duel. So the merchant career is fantastic. Very, very useful indeed. And I know that I was a bit, I wasn't exactly enthused by it initially because I kind of wanted something a little bit more interesting, but this is so incredibly useful. It just is. It is just so incredibly useful. So that's definitely something that we have to take into account later down the line. If we want to take another career at some point, if we have like a huge amount of cash and we don't actually need any more, because obviously you're going to need some more later down the line for maybe upgrading your weapons and armor and things like that. Maybe upgrading is going to definitely be something that we'd want to do, and that is going to generally cost quite a lot of cash. We're going to accept the surrender of that last enemy, and, very easy victory indeed. So that means that I think we would probably be pretty good if we were to attack an enemy vassal. So I think we're probably going to look out for that as well. Alright, okay, there you go. He actually leveled up. That's fantastic. Very good. And now let's move on to the nearby town because I'm thinking we might... Oh, there's a dye works there. Yes, so we have a dye works there as well. That's obviously the reason why I don't have that much in the way of money at the moment, because obviously I've spent it all on that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I will just be selling these things. I need to get to power draw 8 to be able to use the war bow, but obviously the legendary bow is going to be, well, I would assume much better than this. Anyway, let's go into the tavern. Maybe there'll be a ransom broker there. If there isn't a ransom broker, then we will just head on and see what else is going on here. Oh, there is actually a ransom broker. That's fantastic. Ooh, hello. Is that a companion? Not entirely sure. Well, let's just sell these guys. 74 and 48. Not too bad. And ooh, that is a fantastic. Okay. Okay, there's a whole bunch of companions here that I would really like to take. I'm not entirely sure if this is a companion. Don't think I've seen him before. This guy, I think I would really like to take as well. But she is a thrown weapon specialist, and I'd very much like to have her join me. 2,500, no, it's all my money gone. Okay, all my money is gone, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I mean, not all my money, but most of it. And yeah, okay, so I don't mind too much because, I mean, she has this amazing dress, which actually isn't, it's not that good, but it does give her a lot of stats. So I'm not entirely sure whether I should really take it from her at the moment. But she is a throwing weapon specialist, as I said. She also has an assassin knife, which does fire damage, as you can see right there. Can't be used to block, so obviously she is going to be very, very good with a shield. And otherwise, I have 2 weapons right here that she, unfortunately, no, cannot use. Okay, she can't use that. She needs 1 more in power throw, so she needs 15 strength. Alright, so how are we going to get her level ups? Well, the best way to get a new companion leveled up is obviously by winning battles. The passive experience will also help her out just a little bit. And also, the best way is to fight Flowery bandits or fight mountain bandits and things like that. There's 23. I'm not a big fan of fighting 23. How about a little bit more? Do you have something more for me? Oh, the Zhao have declared war against the Song. Oh, okay, that's actually maybe a bit better for me, but I don't really want to fight a very strong vassal at the moment. I'd like to... Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. No, 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 come on. You got to let me have... He's going to attack it, isn't he? Yeah. Gonna have to just let him have it, I guess. Alright, so unfortunately I kind of got myself into a bit of hot water here, as we are currently up against a band of mountain bandits that are... I think they have 68 or something along those lines. And that is bad, because, well, a lot of them have horses, and I'm not a big fan of that, so that is a bit problematic. Anyway, we are in this duel, and the Mountain Chief has already been eliminated. Very easy indeed. Hopefully I will be able to survive their onslaught from a variety of different directions. Oh yeah, and they all have lances basically. Thankfully, my forces are all on mounts, so it is going to be pretty easy for them to get over here. And amusingly enough, the enemy managed to spawn themselves in a rock field. And this rock field is obviously making things very easy for me, because they are all getting stuck on it. And they're making it very simple for me to dodge most of their attacks, which is really nice. And hopefully I will be able to dodge. Oh, did you see that? I almost got impaled on that guy's lance. That would have been absolutely awful. And thankfully I don't really need to worry about that at the moment. So let's see if we can maybe do a little bit of extra damage here, maybe get our people some extra morale. As you can see, the enemy's morale is plummeting like no one's business, and I'm actually going to get out my bow in just a second as well, because, well, getting my weapon proficiency up would definitely be something that I should prioritize, but obviously it's kind of difficult when there are enemies literally right on your doorstep most of the time, and so I'm just going to try and move away a little bit here. My shot distance is not the greatest, because let's face it, I am pretty awful with this bow. Whenever I'm moving, I think that's the problem, you know. Whenever I'm moving, I'm just really absolutely pointless in terms of using a bow. So definitely going to do something about that in the future. Maybe when we, maybe when we go up against some flowery bandits or something like that, we might be able to do something. I'm actually wondering, did she get any kills? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like she got any kills. Obviously, she's not on a mount. She has no shield. She probably had to catch up quite a serious amount to be able to do anything anyway, so I guess I really shouldn't be too surprised. But, well, who knows? Maybe we can find... Ah, there we go. There is actually a shield here for us. So I'm going to take that. And we could technically give her a helm as well. But these helms are awful. So I'm probably not going to do that. And there you go. We actually did gain a pretty significant number from that loot as well, which is very nice indeed. Okay, so let's have a look and speak to her. I'm actually going to move her all the way up below 10 feet of blue. And we are going to give her this shield, even though it is absolutely awful. I mean, it is a pretty bog standard shield. It's not very good at all. We're going to give her some gloves as well. And maybe I should give her a horse? Do you think I should give her a horse? I mean, can she use this on... Yeah, she can use this on horseback, but it is such a small weapon. 28 reach. Is she even going to be able to use it on the horse? Probably not, so I probably won't give her anything at the moment. But I now have a significant amount of cash, once again. And that is all thanks to the merchant that I bought, the 5,000, cash merchant that you can buy from the camp menu. And it's also thanks to our merchant career, of course, as well. So that's really nice. Alright, so here we go. This is one of the more difficult fights that we've had to participate in. This is a band of Flowery bandits. They have more units than we do. They outnumber us pretty, well, not significantly, but they outnumber us anyway. And, well, there's their commander. Their commander has just been murdered by me quite easily. And, well, I guess we'll just have to do some massive damage to the rest of them, because obviously this is the best way to gain cash and to gain experience and even to level up your legendary weapons. Or at least that's how it was in a previous version of 108 Heroes. So I'm hopeful that it is the same in this one as well. But yeah, Flowery bandits are really cool because they usually come with a very large contingent. So there's usually a lot of them, and they obviously don't have the best armor. They are pretty good offensively, you know, they're no slouch, you know, they're no slouch. They do a lot of damage if you allow them to. They have some very, very good thrown weapons. They dual wield, you know, pretty decent. But obviously because they have such light armor, it is very easy to run them down with a horde of cavalry, which is exactly what's happening here. So we should be able to do a pretty decent job. And also, on top of the fact that they are generally relatively good units to eliminate just because, they also have a pretty decent chance to give us refined stone. And that is obviously used to upgrade legendary weapons. So that's going to be really nice too. Ah, she managed to... Oh yeah, I think they all managed to escape, don't they? The bandit leaders, I believe they do. Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, we've got some pretty... I mean, look, this is a decent shield for it being a sword. You know, it's decent. Because you can see here, this is obviously a somewhat legendary sword. And while it is better in every single way, it is a legendary. In comparison, this is not that bad, you know? It's not that bad. It's okay. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of some of this stuff. I really need to... You know what I really need to do? I need to spec into inventory management, which is certainly something I don't really want to do, but it might be the only thing I can do, really. Okay, so that Flowery Bandit battle had another consequence, and that is me leveling up, which is really nice, because that means I can now get to Power Draw 8, and that obviously means that I will be able to now use the Masterwork bow, which is going to be really, really nice because, well, you'll see in just a second. Well, I was actually wanting to show you something a little bit more interesting, but these deserters came out of nowhere, and this is a bit of a problem because these guys are apparently woo veteran archers and other things. And I'm a bit worried about that because I actually intended, I'm actually very close to Song territory right now, and obviously if you saw the message that came up previously, the Zhao and the Song are at war against each other. And obviously it is a pretty significant idea for me to try and find a weakened target somewhere along the border. And I have found one. And amusingly enough, it's actually the same one that I took in the previous series. So we're going to be attempting to do the same thing here. Don't know whether we're going to be able to do it, because obviously we're using different units this time around. But it is going to be our best shot at, well, having a thief, you know, just having a thief in general. I got to be really careful of this guy, by the way, because he is a Tau user, so it is really not good. He has that really damaging aura that basically murders everything. Oh yeah, by the way, players, as far as I'm aware, are now able to get that aura, which I think is absolutely insane, and I'm gonna have to find out how to do that, because I would very much like to. I think that would be pretty awesome, but it really depends on if I'm actually able to do it, because maybe there's going to be some specific requirement that I'm going to need to fulfill before I'm actually able to do it. And I have actually almost leveled up my moon sword as well. I should really not call it my moon sword, it's really 10 feet of blues moon sword, but you know, anyway, the point is it kind of stands. Anyway, so we are going to shoot this fellow. Maybe take him off his mount. It's being kind of annoying. Is he, oh yeah, he's off his mount now. Okay, so that's good. Maybe we can do some damage to him. Shooting him in the back is not really going to do that much. I just don't really want to get close to... Oh, yeah, I do not want to get close to him. Hello. Okay, let's be a bit careful. Gotta be careful. Oh, she's going in. She's going in. Do you think she can kill him? I think she might be able to kill him, because that dagger is super powerful. But obviously she probably doesn't have the best... Oh, never mind. Oh, she did get defeated as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. But she did a lot of damage to him, I believe. So that was pretty good. Anyway, 12 renown and 24 morale. That just shows how much the game was like, oh, you're probably going to lose this, friend. You know, something like that. Anyway, so there's our leadership increases and all that wonderful stuff. And these guys are actually really good units. I don't really want to use them, but I'm going to use them for this specific reason, just because they could be useful for... just some fodder, really, you know, just to kind of distract the enemy a little bit, because we're going to be fighting in the nearby siege very, very soon. Alright, so I'm not particularly sure how many units they have in here, because the last time I checked was before the deserters attacked us, and they had about 89. So that's relatively similar to what we have here, so we might be able to do this. I am attacking under the cover of night. I don't have that much HP, because obviously I wanted to try and get in here as soon as possible, because you never know when a song vassal is going to come out of nowhere and spoil your plans. And that is exactly what I'm going... Oh yeah, they have archer masters, don't they? This is bad. This is really bad. I was actually really hoping that they would not have anything like that, and we would potentially be able... Whoa, okay. I'm a bit worried about this, actually. Okay, yeah, these guys are super harsh. I'm using that new bow, by the way, so let's see if I can maybe do some damage with it. Yeah, nice. Good. Two headshots against those archer masters. That's pretty nice. I'm actually utilizing... yeah, the Zhao are not particularly good at sieges, are they? I think I remember that from the previous series, where the Zhao were always people that I was like, oh yeah, you can siege me, you know, I don't mind, because they're not that good. But who knows, maybe we'll actually, you know, pull something out of the bag here. It's highly unlikely, because of how many units we're actually losing right now. Yeah, it's highly unlikely, isn't it? I think it's highly unlikely. We kind of needed to have like a vassal or something join us or something like that, and maybe that would have made a bit of a difference in our morale or strength in general. But as it stands, I am not holding out too much hope for this particular... Oh, hello. Don't really want to die here, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm not holding out too much hope, because I literally have no HP. Alright, I'm going to have to retreat right here. Hopefully they are not going to take me prisoner. No, it doesn't seem like they are, so that's good, but someone is actually upset. So as you can see, 64. They still have 64. The Song have archer masters. Those guys are really harsh. Wow, okay. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I don't exactly know what, because I'm running around with some pretty decent units. I mean, I don't have terrible guys. I mean, yeah, you know, I've got veteran horse archers. They could be eagle rangers, and the eagle rangers could be veteran rangers. But I've got two of those, obviously, but I suppose that's the reason why we just got outgunned, really, because the archer masters, I believe, are the highest tier, and I don't think there is actually a troop tree in the mod at the moment, so I will not be able to check it, but it would have been nice to see. But I think Archer Masters are the max tier for the song in terms of their ranged units, so that is a bit of a problem. But I have weakened their garrison just a little bit. I wouldn't have been able to pull it off if I had stayed in. As you can see, I only have 15 units remaining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush back to Zhao territory as quickly as I can, and we're going to see if we can maybe just recruit some additional volunteers and then go on from there. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.